their say at the most recently held town hall meeting. And the Trinidad and Tobago Blind and Welfare Association is encouraging Tobagonians to take better care of their eyes. All this and more in this episode of Let's Talk Tobago.
Give praises, praises. This is Franz Job, the country boy, and you're watching Let's Talk Tobago.
The Tobago Hindu Society recently held its annual Indian Arrival Day celebrations at Gulf City Mall, Lowlands, Tobago. And we have some highlights in this next story.
He came from Calcutta, a stick and a bag on his shoulder. He took banana capra. So I am Patsy of India. India.
We must never lose sight of the sacrifices they made. In this regard, we must make every attempt to show them how much we value what they have done for our country, and in fact, in extension for Tobago. When you reflect on the Singhs and you reflect on the BPATs and you reflect on persons like Miss Rena, and the list can go on, and think about the indelible contribution that our East Indian brothers and sisters have made to Tobago's development.
Our country has reaped the benefit of an improved economy, an improved cultural expression, food and festivals, which have now become part of our own common cultural heritage, which every creed and race now freely enjoy.
Residents of the electoral district of Mount St. George Goodwood got to have their say at the most recently held Executive Council District Town Hall meeting. And we have all the highlights in this next story.
We held a sewing class that saw 15 persons with a certificate that represents their ability in basic sewing. So that was held from November and ended in March. We, as a district, also had computer literacy classes. We have our annual book drive that takes place every year. Also, an eye testing initiative for the school children as well. We, as a district, has applied for land in the Gosbo area where we intend to do some farming.
The cemetery, there's supposed to be a public toilet there, but not even the dead will use that. Right. And this is a low-hanging fruit. The little shed that is there, if possible, give us the material, we can refurbish that thing and have it, usable.
There was an RFP, request for proposal, that went out for the refurbishment of the facilities. So we're talking about toilet facilities and so forth a couple weeks ago for both the Argyle Cemetery and the Goodwood Cemetery. So at least for Argyle and for Goodwood, we would have refurbished facilities so that when we go to these funerals, we would have a dignified place that we could refresh ourselves and go to the washroom if needed.
The Goodwood Pavilion will be completed. The THA will have to complete it ourselves. Unfortunately, I know many of you here think the pavilion is in the wrong place, but at this juncture, I think it's too late to move it. I think it will cost more to move it at this juncture. We have to finish the project and then find some more money and reroute the lighting to now match what's there.
We want to know what's the development plan and how are we going to move forward as a constituency. If you could shed some light on that, I will greatly appreciate it.
One of the initiatives were to have lands redistributed to persons who really are interested in farming. I know the resident requested the upgrade of the community center, of which I've made advocacy on the village behalf. They have also spoken about the tourism product in the area. So we wanted to do some kind of tourism development apart from the infrastructural work at Goodwood.
Area Rep Morrison spoke a lot about the infrastructural works, the drainage, the retaining walls, fixing the roads, about the fires in the district and the families so affected. In this district, there are a couple other things on the horizon. She spoke about farming and looking at Goldsboro and doing sort of community cooperative type arrangement for farming. So that is something we're working on getting to you, the community, within this calendar year.
In brotherhood, there is strength, and in strength, there is salvation. This was the theme of an interfaith service held to commemorate 50 years of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Retirees Association.
It was a special gathering of retired law enforcers who graciously endeavor to continue being their brother's keepers under the banner of the Police Retirees Association.
What began 50 years ago as a grouping of retired police officers has now mushroomed into an association of almost 1,000 members. Our association was formed in September 1973 and can now boast of a modern office located at Besson Street, Port of Spain.
Association President Brother Wellington Virgil says the TTPRA allows retired servicemen and women to maintain camaraderie in their twilight years, as well as benefiting from support services, despite being self-funded.
We are able to provide financial assistance to our members, principally to defray the cost associated with accessing medical attention.
In his tribute, Assemblyman Joel Sampson praised the old guards for keeping the nation safe and appealed for such service to be upheld.
I think it's time that those that are serving us presently tap into those who have gone before us. Because back in the days, when you think about it, as a community, as a nation, persons could have gone to their beds, leaving their doors wide open, without the worry that we face today. And it had to be something that these persons that gone before us was doing right, that we can't seem to get right today.
Other tributes from the current executive of the TTPS paid homage to their predecessors.
I thank you on behalf of the Commissioner of Police and her executive for all that you have done in carving the landscape of Trinidad and Tobago. We who are still here in the organization will continue that fight, and by the grace of God, we will overcome. Thank you very much. God's blessings.
The TTPRA's 50th anniversary was supported with prayer readings from the Baptist, Roman Catholic, Moravian, Anglican, Muslim, Seventh-day Adventist, Methodist, and Hindu faiths. I'm Ryan McCool for Let's Talk Tobago.
Hi guys, we have to take a break right now, but more Let's Talk Tobago when we return.
I'm Carol Warner and you are watching Let's Talk Tobago.
Quite an interesting painting to look at, just like the many others here at the Shore Park Cultural Complex. But guys, hear this. Tobagonians are being encouraged to take better care of their eyes by the Trinidad and Tobago Blind Welfare Association. They'll tell you just how to do that in this next story.
This walk through the streets of Scarborough is a public awareness initiative by the Trinidad and Tobago Blind Welfare Association. It's meant to sensitize the public about persons who are visually impaired. It's also a call to action for people to protect and care for their eyes, a notion that the association further promoted through its health fair at the Scarborough Esplanade.
Love Your Eyes was chosen as a theme because we recognize and we want to promote and encourage persons to make eye health a priority, to love taking care of your eyes so as to avoid avoidable blindness.
It is not just them speaking about sight, but they have included all of the other components of sight that affect your health. So we're talking about nutrition, because we all know that there's a direct link between, for example, diabetes and your sight. So talking about nutrition, the nutritionists are here, there are individuals here doing your blood pressure and cholesterol, and all of those things has the potential to affect your sight. So I am actually very thankful for them for coming up with this idea and to make it so all-inclusive.
I am excited that I was here to see so many people that were visually impaired, and it was surprising to me, but it was good to see that we came here for this cause and we are supporting this cause, and we would gladly do it again.
I want people to take care of their eyes so that they could be independent and people won't take advantage of them.
So rather than having to depend on a disability grant or a charity hamper, we actually, because we earn a sustainable income, we are able to provide for ourselves and our families and add to the national GDP. So it is important for the society to join hands with us in advocating for an accessible environment for us, because it would benefit all of Trinidad and Tobago.
This walk and health fair was supported by the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection under the Tobago Regional Health Authority. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Remember the good old days of being swept up in an entrancing story being told by our elders? Well, that legacy continues as 12 young finalists participate in the finals of the Tobago Library Services Storytelling Competition. Here's more.
Imagine it. Be It was the theme of this year's competition, which these young storytellers embodied to bring their pieces to life.
As you know, it's a competition that involves primary school level children, which falls under the purview of the Children's Library. This competition this year was stiff, it was tough. We didn't have it for 2 years straight because of COVID, of course, but we got a lot of participation, more than last time, and the children would have put a lot of effort in. We saw an improvement in the performances, and it was really, really good.
Understanding the benefits of the art form, the Tobago Library Services has been keeping this oral tradition alive since 1984.
It helps the children more so than it does the school, I would say. It helps the child to find their voice. it takes a lot of effort to get in front of an audience and to perform. It helps them with their dedication and diligence when you look at where they have to start and how they actually deliver. It helps them with their diction, with their body language. It helps them with their expression, and it helps them with their overall confidence.
It was a tough task for the judges, but after meticulous deliberation, Nintendo George of Delaford Primary took third place with his presentation of the brownie.
Began to regret it. Soon they heard the hooting of an owl. Using up all her courage, Betty stepped forward and said,
Second place was Scarborough RC's Kalia Alfred performing Mama Lizzie.
Show start. Time for Boopsy to come out. And Boopsy come out as a bodybuilder. If you say Boopsy.
And towering above the competition was the humbly comported Alessandro Bab with his adaptation of Old Fletch by Paul Keynes Douglas.
And jump on, conquer him. Was like a miracle. Monkey man Maurice got from bass to soprano like a jet. You think that was jokeless? Yes, sir. The conqueror could have make people sing. And was no fooling wrong with Old Fletch. When he says stand, you stand. And sit, you sit. And if you catch your cooking, well, Lord have mercy. Hear him confound the basic chicks.
Taking in his moment, Alessandro recounted his journey to the finals.
After the preliminaries, my dad assisted me. He also sent the video to a very close family friend, which is Miss Kenetta Bob. And she said it would be a 7 out of 8. From there, we continued working tirelessly and hard to get it up to the perfect way.
Directed by his teacher, Miss Michelle John, and tutor, Miss Patricia Denoon, Alessandro was grateful for the support of his parents and, of course,
my school of Scarborough Methodist Primary School, which I can now declare is the best primary school in the entirety of Tobago. It does take a village to mind a child. It was in that way, just with the verse speaking. It took the whole entire school and even out of the school boundary. A retired teacher, which was Miss Noon.
Well done, young man, and congratulations to all contestants of this year's storytelling competition. For Let's Talk Tobago, I'm Ryan McCool.
And that's a wrap, guys. We've come to the end of yet another episode of Let's Talk Tobago. Now, for more of our content, you can follow us on social media. You can also visit our website, www.tha.gov.tt. I'm Patricia Nicholson-Richards, and on behalf of all of us at the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, thank you so much for viewing, and see you soon.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, Tobago, and welcome to the Tobago Updates Youth Morning Show, coming to you live from out of the studio. Now, for those of you joining us as you take your morning meditation, those of you viewing us as you take your morning breakfast, and even for those of you tuning in on the radio, thank you so much for choosing Tobago Updates to start your morning on the right note. I am Luke Trim.
And I am Kaylee Lewis. Good morning, viewers. We're joining you live from Le Chateau this morning in Mount Pleasant, Tobago. Now, we have a very interesting experience.
Very interesting.
Very interesting experience this morning.
Exciting.
Yeah, let's talk to Dwayne a little bit.
Yes, and good morning. My name is Dwayne Nurse. And just before we go into, the banter, I just want to remind our viewers where you guys are listening us on. We are on M&E TV, Guile, Smash Radio, YouTube, and Facebook. Good morning and welcome to Youth Wednesdays. Welcome. So, back to the banter.
So guys, okay, you've heard about Wings Bar, you heard about Bar Bar, you heard about all types of bar, but have you ever heard about the Candle Bar?
No, I have not. I mean, well, this morning is the first time I've heard about a candle bar. And no, guys, we're not mixing cocktails with candles. We are actually doing candles.
I've seen some things looking around here, looking kind of like cocktail. Like,
yeah, looking a bit edible. Yes.
Like large cocktail glasses.
Yeah, it looks very edible.
No, we're not going to have. We're going to be shutting candles here this morning, but we are going to be doing a segment. Well, this morning is dedicated to Tobago Week. Sorry.
Tobago Week.
And for those who don't know where it is, it's upstairs, Rashad's men's store. So just come on down and just listen to what we have in store, because we're going to be going through all that she has to offer.
Yes, and for all of viewers who may not be aware of what Tobago Week offers, thankfully we will be giving you that hands-on experience, because that's what Tobago Updates is all about, making you feel like you're right here having the experience. So we'll be going through the entire Tobago Week experience. We'll be making our own candles and you'll get to see, so stay tuned for that.
I have something to say. So you don't think this morning should have been wicked? Like wicked.
Twin.
Good marketing strategy, good marketing work, wicked, yeah.
So just throwing out there to the owner, she could do a second,
So yes, viewers. So this morning we are gonna get wicked. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, we're gonna get wicked today. We're gonna get wicked.
Yes, we're doing. I like wicked.
All right, viewers. So we're gonna switch the spotlight over to Kaylee. So let's have that news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Dwayne and Luke. And the news in 90 seconds this morning is brought to you courtesy Coconut Cafe, ground floor Plot Mall. I am Kaylee Lewis, and here is your news in 90 seconds for Wednesday, 7th June 2023. Effective June 6, 2023, 13 countries can now travel to Canada visa-free without a temporary residence visa. This announcement was made by Canadian Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, Sean Fraser, on a visit to Winnipeg, Canada. Trinidad and Tobago is among the elite 13 countries listed. For all 13 countries, travelers must have held either a Canadian visa in the last 10 years or currently hold a valid United States non-immigrant visa. In other news, Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Keith Rowley has advised Her Excellency the President Christine Kangaloo that Monday, August 14, 2023 is the date for local government elections. Nomination day is set for June 26, 2023. Police officers are investigating a robbery which occurred at a jewelry store on the Port Mall in Tobago on Monday, June 5, 2023. Allegedly, 2 masked men raided the store and constrained the store clerk. Security footage showed the men exiting this store with bags filled of stolen jewelry items. Citizens with useful information to the investigation can call 800 TIPS. Tragically, the nephew of the deceased Teresa Adams Allen drowned at Argyle Waterfall last afternoon. Mr. Justin Arthur was in Tobago for the funeral of the Adams couple. Condolences is extended to the family. The Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation will host the 36th anniversary of the Tobago Heritage Festival from July 21st to August 1st, 2023. On the 21st of July, Miss Heritage Tobago Personality and Heritage Calypso Monarch will be held at Shaw Park. Screening for the Miss Heritage Personality will be held on Saturday, 17th June 2023 and is open to ladies between the ages of 18 to 40 years. That was your news in 90 seconds, courtesy Coconut Cafe.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
All right, viewers, so we're back, and our birthdays are sponsored by KFC.
This is your birthday shoutouts on Tobago Updates, sponsored by KFC.
But happy belated birthdays going out to Renol. That's my uncle. I know he had an amazing time yesterday. I know he's going to have an even better weekend. So happy birthday to you, Uncle Renol.
Next on all this, we are sending out happy birthday to someone that both Kelly and I know very dearly. Nia Davis, a very happy birthday to you, and I hope you enjoy your day today. Who's next doing?
Right, next we have Nia Davis. Nia Davis. Did I say it correctly?
Yeah.
Nia Davis. Happy birthday goes out to you from the Tobago Upbeats family. And next we have Miss Deborah Williams. Good morning and happy birthday to you as well.
All right, next on all this, we're sending out happy birthday to Miss Marsha Ramsey Lewis. Happy birthday to you.
Next, we have Mr. Daniel Vincent. Happy birthday is going out to you from the Tobago Updates family, and we really do hope that you enjoy your day today.
Yes.
Guys, I love us a good out-of-studio experience.
Yeah,
I'm excited for today, actually. I'm really, really excited. So, viewers, we will be heading over to our interview with Miss Giselle Drew. But just before we do that, we know we have to tell them to share the live, share the live, share the live. Let's go over to Tobago in Focus.
Good health starts with good nutrition. The Division of Education, Research and Technology understands this, knowing that the future of Tobago lies with the nutrition of our children. The school nutrition policy is being developed for this purpose.
We must understand that the child is a whole being. What the child consumes matters. We do have a lot of wastage with particular meals as well, so we want to bring everything in a streamlined and organized manner so that we are most cost effective in our school nutrition program.
The policy, which is being examined and developed by a multi-departmental team from the division, as well as food and nutrition stakeholders, will seek to reduce waste, provide cost-effective measures, as well as establishing quality standards for meals and the stakeholders who create them.
We're also going to be reviewing the cost, the pricing, criteria for children to access the meals, because that has sort of gotten out of control a little bit over the years, moved away from the original objectives. And also the criteria for selecting and for maintaining your services as a caterer, because you have to maintain a standard.
The committee has been given a 4-month deadline for the full rollout of this policy. Technical advisor at the Division of Education, Research and Technology, Natasha Second, said work is well underway and encouraged principals, teachers and parents to participate in the process when the need arises.
We want to have policies that are very clear, policies that are very pragmatic. They're not going to simply be academic documents that are stuck in a cupboard. We want persons who work throughout the system to be able to move towards an improvingly higher quality education product, because we can measure exactly where we're going. So we want it to be transparent, and we want to have high levels of accountability throughout our entire system.
Welcome back to the Tobago Updates Youth Morning Show. Yes, viewers, we're out of studio this morning and we're at Le Chateau in Mount Pleasant, Tobago. This morning, I'm joined by Miss Giselle Drew, and she is the owner and operator of Tobago Wick. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Tobago by extension, yourself, and all the viewers at the moment.
Okay, so can you tell us about yourself? Who is Giselle Drew?
Who is Giselle Drew? Well, for a lot of the viewers, they actually are very familiar with me and Tobago Wick, and that's why today I want to talk about the Candle Bar, who also trades under Tobago Wick. But Giselle Drew, I am a mother of three. I am now a full-time entrepreneur, a chandler, which a lot of people may not be familiar with the term, and not just somebody that makes and creates candles. And I actually am embarking on a lot of projects now to work within the community.
Okay, and well, we're here to talk about Tobago Wick and the Candle Bar. Can you tell us a little bit about that experience?
Okay, sure. So Tobago Wick is the COVID baby. You know, I've been saying that for a few years now, since 2020. And out of Tobago Wick, we now have the Candle Bar. So the Candle Bar is an all-inclusive experience as to where persons now get to make their own candle. They get to put their own Tobago spin on their project. So they basically come in, they get to choose their own vessels, their own scents, they get to decorate their candle, and they also get to leave with the finished product.
So you spoke about being able to come and, create your own candle, put your little own spin on it, make it personal, right?
Yeah.
Mental health within the Tobago space is becoming less and less taboo, and persons are, going a little bit more towards self-care. They're appreciating it a lot more in recent times. What would you say to that? What would you say regarding your business and self-care within the Tobago space or the Caribbean in general? How would you say your business, the Candle Bar experience, contributes to alleviating mental health problems within Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, oh my gosh, definitely, yes. I think we play a large role in personal therapy as well as group therapy. A lot of persons tend to be stressed when they come in. They'll book sessions after work. So the actual ability that, you possess to sit and put something together that you have done, I think it gives a lot of people a great feeling. I think it boosts self-esteem, and I think it's a fantastic thing as it relates to therapy.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about the name Tobago Wick and the Candle Bar. You said Tobago Wick was a COVID baby, so I assume you had a lot of time to come up with a name. We heard Luke talk about wicked earlier this morning. We're feeling
yes,
wicked.
I like that. That was
the
nice.
feeling that we're having this morning here at Tobago Wick. So tell us about the name Tobago Wick and the Candle Bar.
Right. So Tobago Wick is all things Tobago as it relates to scents and candles. The reason why Tobago Wick is special is because the scents are curated based on places in Tobago, beaches, villages, famous saying. So it brings all things home. Now, the difference between Tobago Wick and the Candle Bar is the actual space which you can come to in Tobago to create these things. Tobago Wick is the product. So there's a separation between the two.
Okay, now I love that you mentioned that regarding the separation and the products being based on places in Tobago, well, some of them for that matter. Tobago is a lot of experiential tourism, a lot of authentic experiences. You get to come and experience something. Have you considered marketing your business, Tobago, the Candle Bar, as an experience, as a Tobago experience? If not, what measures do you think you can take in the future to do that kind of thing?
Well, actually, I do. I work hand in hand with the THA. I work with tourism. I work with BDU, NEDCO. I work with Export TT. And basically all of these organizations, companies, they come together for us to discuss how we can make this an experience for persons on the island as well as visitors. And as for the Candle Bar, we want to make it not just for tourists, but for everyone, a takeaway experience, whether you live down the road in Plymouth, whether you live in Trinidad. We want you to be able to take away something from the experience. So I think gone are the times where persons come to Tobago and they want keychains and t-shirts. No, you want a candle. You want a candle that reminds you of when you were here. Even if you live here, you want a candle that reminds you of when you were at the Candle Bar, who you were with, and the memories that you put into that experience.
Okay, that's wonderful, not only being able to have a candle to remember Tobago, but to remember that you also made that candle. You were able to put your personal spin on it, but there's also that Tobago element in the candle. You spoke a little bit about Nedco and BDU, so obviously I'm going to ask you about financing for your business. Was it a challenge? How did you overcome that challenge? What was it like getting financing to start the Candle Bar and Tobago Week? Because I know you said you started Tobago Week during the COVID time. So did you start online first? Was it a little Instagram store and then you came and you got this nice space and started the Candle Bar? Tell us about that experience. Okay, viewers, so we're going to be heading to a short break and we'll be right back. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
From the experts that created the Zinger sandwich comes the KFC Crispy Barbecue Zinger.
Only one I see is you.
Cheddar cheese, crispy onions, the most delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, and barbecue sauce. Get ready for a whole new level of flavor.
Are you looking for a place for your loved ones? Heavenly Care welcomes you. Located at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors, we offer a variety of services. These include doctor visitations, social activities, geriatric care, and much more. Contact us at 277-9595 or visit us at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors. At Heavenly Care, compassion is at the heart of all care.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place.
So viewers, we're still here with Miss Giselle Drew of Tobago Week. We apologize for that little glitch in the audio a little while ago, but we're going to continue the conversation, right?
Sure.
We were talking about financing. You spoke about BDU and Nedco. Tell us about your experience regarding financing your business.
Right. So what I was saying is, there are government programs that do assist in terms of startup cost, some of the materials and equipment that you may need. So I encourage persons to, apply, read through the necessary documentation, and you also have to put your 2 feet forward, so that in addition to how the government agencies can help, it can help you get to where you need to be. My experience has been positive thus far, and I know a lot of other persons also have had good experience.
Okay, and what was the inspiration behind both businesses?
COVID, boredom, no work, doing something you love, and having family and friends basically say, but this is fantastic, why don't you do it on a larger scale? We went from products, and now I find myself totally involved in the candle bar, and actually it makes me happy. It's therapeutic to me, and it also makes other people happy, and they find it's therapeutic. So that has been taking up all of my time recently, and I rather enjoy it.
Okay, I think that's amazing also that you were able to use your product and make a service out of it to offer to persons within the Tobago space. And viewers, I'm not sure if you could see clearly. I think you'll see her a little better when she goes inside with Dwayne and Luke to make the candles. But she looks very gorgeous this morning. Tell us about your dress. It's merch. It's very cute. She has a nice dress with the Tobago Week logo on it. So tell us a little bit about this. Do you have these on sale for persons? Because it's very, very cute.
No, I haven't arrived at the merchandise on sale as yet. What I basically do is everything that's in my wardrobe, I just stamp the Tobago Week on it. I am a marketing and advertising major, so I know the name. It all comes home with the name.
Okay, wonderful. Love to hear that. So I know viewers, when she goes inside with Dwayne and Luke, you hear a little bit more about the pricing for the experience and, the things that go into the candle making. We have some of the candles here with us this morning. Can you tell us a little bit about this one in particular? It's very, very pretty. I love the colors. Yeah.
Right, so the Strawberry Bliss is one of 7. I have Strawberry Bliss, Englishman's Escape, Nostalgic Nylon Pool, and those are some of the favorites. Those are classic, and people just love it.
Okay, and on the label we're seeing the scents that you get in the candle. She says approximately how long it will burn for also.
Yes.
So viewers, we're going to take a short break, and when we head back, we'll be going inside to the candle bar for the candle making experience. So stay tuned and remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Welcome to L'Image Parfait Day Spa, your urban oasis and wellness center. Our services includes massages, treatments, facials, pedicures, weight management, detox programs, and much more. Call us today at 624-1452 or 720-7474. Trinidad locations and Bonacord, Tobago at 273-7772. Let us treat you like the VIP you are.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and look, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and look. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Yes, be careful.
Honey, I feel I'm going to start to cook, yes, because these children must be hungry now. Right? Okay.
Oh, shucks. Oh. These plugs, oh my gosh.
Relax. Hey, come from there. Come from there.
What's going on in here?
Oh God, I should have buy exhibition, boy. What would you do if this happened to you? Dial 990 in case of fire emergencies and always have a serviceable fire extinguisher ready and available at all times.
Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to Youth Wednesdays on Tobago Updates Morning Show. We're still here live at Tobago Wick. Yes, we're going to have a wicked experience, or as Luke would say, a wicked experience this morning. Not John Wick, but a wicked experience. So we're still here with Miss Giselle Drew. We're still here with Miss Giselle Drew. So we're going to have a hands-on approach as to how we're going to be making some candles this morning. So Luke, are you excited?
I'm very excited to get Wick's doing. So viewers are right here inside the candle bar. So we'll be walking over to see what Miss Giselle has in store for us. So let's go.
So gentlemen, officially welcome to the candle bar. I will be your chandler for the morning, and nice. We're going to get some candles made. So we know that you all have chosen your vessels already. So we're going to go through the process really quickly and get you some candles and get you excited.
Yes, his vessel is starring there on the shelf.
Okay, well, no problem. Right, so where we start, right, so choosing your vessel is how we start. We will choose the type of wicks that we're going to use, and then you will choose the scents that you want to, what you want your candle to smell like.
Okay, great.
Right, so I'm going to go through it quickly. We have traditional cotton wicks, we have hemp and cotton wicks, and then we have wooden wicks, which is what you can see on your station. So these are the three most popular types of wicks that, we typically use to make a candle. I'll explain them quickly. Cotton, traditional, fast burning. You'll get less time with your candle, but you'll get the normal high flame. And hemp, medium, slow burning. So you'll get a little bit more time with your candle, however you'll get a lower flame. Right? And then the wood is becoming increasingly popular. very difficult to light, however, but you will get that fireplace vibe, like a kind of, crackling up low flame. So it's up to you which ones you would like to
But before we go into to choosing, the wooden wick, would it kind of add to the scent of would it start the scent?
No, so the wooden wick is not scented, but what it gives is, when you light wood, a kind of
woody scent,
kind of woody
smoky.
scent. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice,
Yeah, but also a little bit difficult to light, so I wouldn't suggest using a matches or a lighter.
Right.
Use a proper equipment, a candle lighter or a torch lighter.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Right?
good.
So I will allow you all to choose which ones you would like to put in your vessel.
Do we get a vessel for Kaylee? She's here in the spirits.
That's not a problem. You
Okay.
can grab one for her.
All right, let's grab one for Kaylee. Kaylee, I'm doing this for US, so you need to be very appreciative of my efforts. All right.
Right. So
I think I'll choose the hemp.
hemp.
The
Okay.
hemp,
What
yeah.
about you?
I'll choose the wooden for myself.
Okay.
Kaylee,
So the
let's-
wooden goes with this tab as
Okay,
well.
lovely. Kaylee, I wonder what Kaylee will want.
You want to choose the hemp for her?
Yeah, let me think. I think she'll want the hemp.
Okay,
Nice.
no problem. Right. So also at your station, you'll see these little things on the yellow backdrop. So these are the wick holders.
Oh.
So this is what sticks your wick in place in your vessel.
Right.
So you're just gonna peel off the back, so it's double sticky. So one side for your wick,
Thank
the
you.
other side to stick down in your vessel. Now, because of the circumference of the vessel, you just need one wick. So you want to try to center your wick so that you'll get a good burn once your candle is completed. Let me get one for her. I get some through? You got it? So now the wooden wick is a little bit different because it has a standing tab. And what you want to do is you're going to put I'll help you since you're making one for her as well. You're going to center it like this.
Okay,
right?
just put it on the double sided.
You put it on the double sided and you put it to stand up.
All right, viewers. So we are wicking up our vessels. So I'm just gonna put it in on the double sided. Okay, great.
Right. So because you both use the hemp wick, now what we're going to use is the wick holder, and this is what holds your wick in place. Not needed for the wood because it stands up on its own. But if you notice, these kind of,
fall in, yes.
So you're going to put your wick through the center hole, and you're just going to notch it in place.
All right, viewers. So we're gonna get that wick in the center. Nice and easy.
Yeah, and you're going to stick it through that hole there so it stays full.
Okay, great.
Yeah. When you pour the wax, what happens is if it's not stuck properly, it will kind of wilt. You getting it? Yeah, you can put it either way, up or down. Well, yeah, put it down first and then, stick it in. You getting it? Yeah, there you go.
Wicked.
You're making me feel like now I have to make some merchandise. That's where somebody else takes it.
Wicked, yes, we're getting wicked today, viewers. Right, so now all wicks are in. So what's next in store for
Okay,
us?
so what's next? Let me
We have to
bring-
choose the scent.
Yes. And this is always the fun part because, everybody has different taste. So I'm going to bring the tray over here and let you guys do your scent smelling.
So my top 3 scents in any scent is like vanilla, shea butter, and I also like musky sweet masculine scent as well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing about most scents is vanilla tends to be like
the base.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we know that a lot of people like
Yeah.
vanilla.
Right. All right.
So here you have a variation.
So these are the oils.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is a combination of essential and fragrance oils. So you all go ahead, you open, you smell. I also have some coffee if it's too much to cleanse the palate.
Okay, you like coffee? Right, so viewers, I'm gonna smell the coconut live bean.
Yes. So a lot of these scents you'll notice are very, Caribbean-ish, very island-ish.
Japanese cherry blossom.
Butt naked.
That smells really good. It's a kind of, yeah.
So I have baked pear, guys. Baked pear, and the cinnamon
Can we mix the fragrances?
Yes, so you get to choose up to 2 fragrances to blend in your candle. That one is really nice, Caribbean Dream. Yeah, I use that in a lot of my fragrances.
Wow. My bad. Yes, because I'm a bit clumsy sometimes.
That's okay. The candle bar is a messy place. We're accustomed.
Okay.
It's hard to choose, man.
It's really difficult to choose.
Hey, just grab 2. They all smell good.
So, I know Katie will probably like the coconut cream pie.
She might like this as well.
Or the Japanese cherry.
Yes, I found.
Yes, Katie will like this.
Viewers, I have found my scent. Right, and this is called creme brulee.
Creme brulee.
Creme brulee. Oh my god. Creme brulee. You know, it's very vanilla-y and caramel kind of vibe. So this is going to be my scent.
Okay.
So how are we going to be pouring this?
Right.
This scent?
So you both have measuring cups, and so once you've chosen your 2 scents, you're going to pour up to the black line. Yeah.
So we're pouring this scent up to the black line.
Yes. So we'll bring this a little bit closer to you.
Black line.
Yeah. You've seen it. It's at the bottom of the cup. You seen it, right?
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So that will give you about 1.5 ounces of fragrance.
Right. So let's strain our fragrances now.
So for hers, you can pour hers in here.
So I have to measure it?
You do yours, I'll do hers.
Okay, great.
Kaylee, you're getting it nice by the pro, man. So approximately how long does the candle making process take, especially in these various ounces that we are using?
So basically our sessions are 2.5 hours. The 2.5 hours is allotted for you to make the candle, for it to dry, and for you to take it home.
Right, right. So I noticed that you have some bottle of wine here. So is it that you do like a sip and paint?
I do sip and pause through, not just for occasions, but right through. Everything on that side of the store is local.
Yeah, so I'm just hoping that the camera guys could, just give a good view of
whatever.
Yeah, especially the wine. It's a very.
What caught your eye.
Yeah. So this is more like for a couple experience.
I would not say honestly. The minimum for the sessions is 2, but it could be 2 sisters. It could be 2 friends.
Right.
It can be a couple. It can be date night, but it's not limited to.
Okay.
We also have birthday celebrations, so we can host up to 20 persons comfortably.
Right. That would be
so
excellent.
what we do is we utilize the lounge area, and we also utilize the healing garden, which is downstairs.
So, Miss Giselle, adding this new addition to Tobago, because sometimes we always say Tobago real slow by, but now we have this new addition, something new, something fresh, something exciting, something creative. How has the response been thus far?
I have to be really honest with you. It has been fantastic. My fellow Tobagonians have come out in numbers, and they have been very supportive. They have, advertised, they have shared their experiences on Google, they have told a friend about a friend, and told their mom.
Nice.
It's been great.
Yeah. So we could do a lot of chatting this morning, but we have limited time, unfortunately. So
so after the scent, what's the next step?
Right, so we're going to go over to the wax station. This is where we do the cooking.
Okay.
Cooking.
Yes, so
this is like white chocolate. Can I eat it?
No, that's wax, and I don't want you to eat it. That would not be good. Right, so what I want one of you to do, somebody can pour and somebody can mix. Let me just plug you guys up and get you started. So who's going to pour and who's going to mix?
I don't mind pouring. So you're going to be pouring the oils, right?
Okay.
No, you'll be pouring your wax.
Wax, okay, the wax, okay. So you have to be melted.
Just before. Right, so we're going to do the pouring of the wax now, since already in the vessels. So we're going to get that wax heated up and pour it in. All right, so right at this time, viewers, we're going to take a little quick short break. Don't go anywhere yet. We'll be back with more.
Johnny, do something. What's the number? Oh, God.
Fire and Emergency, good afternoon. You said the building is on fire. Are there any persons trapped? 4 persons. What is the address of the call, ma'am? Number 4, Candy Drive, Pier Road. Can I have your name, please? Miss Bihari. Thank you, Miss Bihari. I'll be dispatching an appliance. Central Control from Fire Control.
Go ahead, Fire Control. Central Control is receiving over.
Central Control, have a plans and crew. Respond to our residential fire. Same is at number 4, Candy Drive, Pier Road, Chabonas. 4 persons are trapped, 2 adults, 2 children. They weren't able to make contact with fire service, so she called on their behalf.
Transmission received loud and clear. Operator at Central Control, 3463, Firefighter Wiley, Central Controller.
Create an evacuation plan for you and your family and practice your escape. Always ensure you have more than one way to safely exit your home. Your lives may depend on it.
Excel Spa by Haley, where our highly trained staff are ready to deliver the top-class services in facial massages, waxing, nail enhancement, and body treatment. We are ideally located at Coco Avenue, Switzerland, Tobago. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TripAdvisor, or you can call us on 730-0149. Excel Spa by Haley. Relax, renew, and rejuvenate.
October will never be better with Tobago Carnival Fever. Okay, passage and come on over.
Advertise with Tobago updates. Call 284-6597. If you have a small or large business, we can get your information in front of the masses. Reach our rapidly growing viewership on Facebook and YouTube. Promote your brand in Trinidad and the Caribbean through M&E TV Now and Gayel. Yes, we can build unique ads for your business. Call now 284-6597 and advertise with us.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning.
Alright, viewers, and we are back, and at this moment we are going to be busting down a pot, not the type of pots you could eat, right? We're going to be melting the wax so that we can pour it into our vessels. So Ms. Giselle, tell us a bit more about what we're seeing here.
Right, so this process is very important. We use vegan soy wax, which melts very quickly in our melter. Now with the wax, you want to always check the temperature, because different types of wax have different melting points and different pour points.
Okay,
right.
great.
This is important for candle making, because what happens is if you burn the wax and then you still make your candle, you burn off the fragrance. So by the time your candle is set, you smell nothing. And it happens a lot, you know. So you just have to check the temperature while you're pouring and make sure it's a smooth process.
Okay, great.
So you can pour and you can stir. And,
I'm good at
stirring. So we're taking this.
Yes, so you're going to take all the soy wax and you're going to put it in the pot.
So can you hold my mic, please? Thank you.
Sure.
You know, when you're burning the sugar for the chicken, you're making a good stew chicken.
Well, this is assuming he knows how to cook.
And the wax is going in, viewers.
Right.
Ooh.
Now the pot is very hot, so you'll notice that the wax is going to really melt.
Just now I'm waiting for the contents to go in the pot. Now we still.
Right. So you could put that back here.
Right.
So it's empty. It's empty. So it's not. We are not. It's not an empty vessel.
Hot boy. I need a pot like this home boy.
Right.
So approximately how long does it take for the wax to melt? in your experience?
Minutes. Sometimes it could even be seconds, depending on how much wax.
We could see that. So it's actually melting a lot faster, as she was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Does different types of wax, or does the soy wax, I should say, is the fastest melting wax you've used?
No, I wouldn't say. So paraffin typically melts fastest. Paraffin is like petroleum based.
Oh.
I don't use paraffins though. I would use.
Why though? Is it because of this might have a different scent or something?
No. Paraffin has its uses, its pros and its cons. I prefer the vegan-based soy because it's more environmentally friendly, and you know, if it gets on your skin, it's also okay.
All right, viewers, so at this point, most of the small chunks of wax melted. So we're just waiting for these big chunks to get with the program, and we'll be ready to make our candles.
And the stirring process is very important because that determines how smooth your candle comes out.
I'll keep stirring. The last time I stirred like this, I was making a big pot of sorrel, you know.
Sorrel?
Yeah.
Well, disclaimer, nothing here is edible. So it might look that way, but it's not.
Probably as technology advances, we'll enter that era of edible candles.
Oh gosh, I'm afraid.
All right, viewers, we're almost there. Just about 4 more big chunks, and they're gonna be done.
So while he's stirring, what you could do is you can get the pitchers ready for us to pour.
Right.
So the silver pitchers. Yeah. Yeah. So what we do now is we take off the pot. This pot actually goes all the way to 400 degrees.
Okay.
We don't use that. We don't need that much. About 200 is fine.
Okay. So we still have one little chunk here.
Yeah. And that's gonna melt.
Okay. So we're going to turn on the pipe.
We're gonna turn on the pipe. Right. So we're gonna take this off. Yes. So we're ready to pour. So you turn and you pour.
Standpipe vibes.
Yes. Got it?
Okay. Nice.
That's it?
Yeah, and then you could put his. So you can rest that back at your station and you can put this one.
Okay, nice.
You know, it feels very therapeutic.
It is. It's really therapeutic.
You know?
And it brings me to question, are there therapy services that are available? You know, when you're feeling a little bit stressed from work, if you could just come on down to Tobago Wake and get that chill vibe. Do you offer those type of services?
Well,
not necessarily therapy, but something that's therapeutic.
Well, what I could say is there's a booking app and the booking hours are between 10 and 8.
Okay.
So if you feeling that way, at least as long as it's 2-3 days in advance, just shoot me a message on the booking app, come through.
All right, guys, so we're going to go over to the table, back to the table, right?
So we're going to take a short break, viewers, and we'll be back to get the candle making ready. So don't go anywhere yet. We're getting wicked.
Help! Fire service! Hello, fire service! Anybody in here? Fire service! Yeah, we're right here! We gotta get out! We're right here! Okay, take him! Let's go!
Thank you for saving me. You're my hero.
Together, as we face the challenges during the new normal, always remember that fire safety begins with you.
Are you looking for a place for your loved ones? Heavenly Care welcomes you. Located at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors, we offer a variety of services. These include doctor visitations, social activities, geriatric care, and much more. Contact us at 277-9595 or visit us at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors. At Heavenly Care, compassion is at the heart of all care.
From the experts that created the Zinger sandwich comes the KFC Crispy Barbecue Zinger.
The only one I see is you.
Cheddar cheese, crispy onions, the most delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, and barbecue sauce. Get ready for a whole new level of flavor.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Part of today's segment, so we're gonna be making the actual candle.
Yes.
Right. So we just got to choose our colors. I chose the burnt orange to go with my black.
You took the from me.
I chose the burnt orange because it's a nice accent color.
Right.
And Kaylee got pink, and you got what? What color?
I
you
got the brown.
The brown. Okay, good.
Right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to pour the fragrance into the wax. I'm going to take some wax for Kaylee, and then I'll leave the rest for you. And you determine how you want to do your colors. If you want to do a tie-dye, you want to do multi-level, you determine how you want your candle to come out.
So we just leave a little bit of the brim there.
Yes, so you leave about a quarter at the top so that it can close when you finish. All right? So I'm just going to take...
So do I pour my fragrance into the...
Which way? I pour the oil first.
So do I pour the oil into the vessel? Do I pour my fragrance into
pour
the...
your
Okay,
fragrance
great.
into your vessel.
So fragrance going in.
Fragrance first.
Okay. And then we throw in the wax.
Then you throw in the wax.
Okay, so we're going in the wax with the wax now.
Yeah. And so if you want like a certain level to be a certain color, you color it while it's in.
Okay.
And you can also use your mixer to mix your scent.
So how do I do the tie-dye just to the colors going?
Yes, so you could stop there, put in one color, swirl, and then when you finish, you can put in the rest.
So we have to mix it evenly, guys, to make sure that the scent is even distributed.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll do Kaylee's for her.
Right, so we need to do this nicely.
And now the color is concentrated, so if you notice, you just give a drop.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I can sell this candle when I'm done.
Yeah. And if you want it, a little bit, you control
Okay.
the turnout.
Right, so my brown is in.
Right. Time for the moment. Moment of truth, guys. Moment of truth. Burnt.
Alright, so put this here.
Right.
How many drops should I put?
It depends on how intense you want it to be.
Okay.
More drops, the more intense color.
Alright, so my first color is in. What's going to be the next step?
Right, so the next step is, do you want it layered or you want it tie-dye? If you want it tie-dye, you can pour the rest, and then you can pour your other color. But this is a dark color, so I don't know if you want to wait a little bit and then
let's
pour
wait a
the
bit.
top. Right, so you can decorate in the meantime.
Okay, so we have some decorations going on over here. What's here, decoration? Kaylee likes the beach, so I think she's gonna want some seashells inside there. Can the seashells go in now?
Yeah.
Okay, so Kaylee's gonna want some seashells going on in there.
You got there? Okay, yeah, that looks good. And right now you should be getting the aroma of the 2 cents that you blended together.
Oh my god.
No, leave that, leave that. And clean it up after.
Alright.
So wait, you doing Kaylee? So this, okay. Yeah, put the shells in. What other colors does she like?
Purple.
Purple. This is burgundy. I don't know my colors. That's okay.
Yes, viewers, I'm telling you, I'm extremely clumsy. So I'm looking for something to add to mine.
The consistency is good, or should continue stirring?
That's good. So you see the color on the top here? That's what it's gonna dry like.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you're happy with that. Yeah. You wanna put a little bit more wax to top it off.
Okay.
This.
Can I point the next level?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's some of this.
Right, thank you. So my next level is going in.
So, I have a question. So I did some research on wax therapy, and have you considered doing like massages in the future? Probably not now. Using wax as wax therapy with the essential oils and so on.
Well, I wouldn't want to do the massages, but I don't mind working with someone to make the candle so that they can utilize it during the massage.
Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Nice. Candle coming along.
So yours is all shells?
Yes. I live by the seaside, so
okay.
I love me a good beach vibes.
All right, I got you.
Alright, viewers. I want that when they dry the seashells, kind of printing out on the edge. Yeah.
I know what should I put in there? Mine just so.
What scents did you choose? Creme brulee or something? You want cinnamon? Some cinnamon sticks, no?
If you all could smell inside.
Yes.
No?
That would kind of
Yes or no?
bring out the accent. So
You put blue in there?
No. The color I chose was burnt orange, right? And the cinnamon is already brown, same color. So
No, the cinnamon is like a dark brown.
Dark brown.
Oh, you want a contrast?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a nice little contrast there.
Well, I don't know. He's got all the stuff over there. You have the stones over here.
The stones.
We have stones also?
Yes.
Ooh, let's see what's going on with the
No,
stones.
look, no.
What's going on? Ooh. So these stones go to the bottom or to the top?
It's up to you. You can do both.
Okay. Sunstone. Oh, that looks good. I think this is gonna match my my beach vibes. It's gonna match my beach vibes.
Right. So
let's see.
So I chose like the cat's eye. That's not cat's eye. So I'll put mines at the top.
Yeah, I think she'll like this.
I'm making a change, guys. I'm making a change, guys. You know, so I'm making a change.
It's a copy.
Yeah. No, I was actually looking for the consistency, pebble size like these.
Like that.
Yeah. So what is this?
So viewers, for those of you watching our candles or we are in, I have a key for Kaylee. This is gonna go in after.
This looking very lagoonish.
Yes, I love that vibe. Yes. I love this vibe and this smell. Yeah, it just matches the color, viewers. I think I need to come back here.
So so when do I put mine? Given that I want to put it at the top.
Right. So when you want to put it at the top, this is what we call downtime. So you have to wait for it to cool. The candle dries from the bottom up.
Right.
And then you'll put it on the top.
So when the candle dries, how does it typically look? Let's show viewers how
So basically, once the candle dries, you'll get something similar to this.
Okay.
So you'll see the blended colors on the inside.
Okay.
This one is topped with seashells, various gemstones, Yeah, and if in the bottom you'll see some sand.
Okay, nice, nice.
Yes. That's why I said you
what is the
choose
name
your
of
theme.
this one?
This one is Strawberry Bliss.
It's give us strawberry vibes actually.
Yes, it's
Yeah, gives us
supposed to.
strawberry
You're really
vibes.
supposed to feel like, this is where you are.
So this is all local, guys, and it's good that we're promoting local.
Yes.
You could have one in Dwayne.
Well, you could come and make Dwayne. And also, I want to say to you guys, I'm not ready to reveal as yet, but we have a project in the works that actually is going to be taking place in Miami. And it is going to involve Tobago. It's going to involve candles. And that's all I can say at the moment.
All right,
so look out for that.
So I'm making a call to the heads at Tobago Updates to sponsor our ticket
I
to
know
cover.
they're in the living rooms watching this segment.
Yes. So producer, you don't take up. take that message to us,
I would be
for
happy
us.
to have you all because it's going to be big.
Yes. Okay.
We're bringing Tobago to the world, huh?
So we appreciate so much, Giselle. I want to thank you so much for having us
Oh,
here
you're most welcome.
this morning. It was a really, really exciting, something different. This was a really great segment, a really great interview. So viewers, if you're looking for that different vibe, looking for something fun, something creative, Tobago Wick is the spot. So Dwayne and I got wicked this morning, and hopefully you could get wicked too.
Right. So,
what's your contact numbers?
Right. So contact numbers 868-290-1122. Very easy to remember. We are on TikTok as Tobago Wick, Instagram Tobago Wick, Facebook. What else do they have? Twitter.
Twitter.
I don't really tweet, but we're on there.
What about
and,
YouTube? Yeah, because we found you on TikTok actually, so that's how we
yeah,
discovered
one or
it.
two things on YouTube, but
Okay, great.
But you
And
could find us
location.
on Google. Google, we're really big on Google. Location: Le Chateau, Mount Pleasant, Tobago.
Upstairs Russia.
Upstairs Russia's men's store, and it's a vibe.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, just tell the viewers some of the various packages you offer and
Right.
and how
So sessions. Right. So I use Goldie the booking app. Sessions minimum of 2 persons, as I said, maximum of 20 persons. Use the booking app. It has all the information on there, all the prices, and even if you have a question, you can shoot me a WhatsApp. As I said, 868-290-1122.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much for having us. This brings us to the end of the interview this morning. We had a very wicked experience.
Yes, we did.
You really like that too.
Experience, wicked experience. Luke,
Yes.
we have to tell him to do what?
Share the live, share the live, share the live, and come on down and get wicked.
Right, we go to Good Morning Tobago with Candice Jackson.
Hey, I'm last off the bus today, and that's only because I'm rolling with the Commonwealth contingent that's on the island to tour some of the facilities and accommodation ahead of the 2023 Commonwealth Youth Games to be held in August. So stay with us, it promises to be fun.
As far as I'm concerned, the Commonwealth Games have well and truly started, because by the time teams come sending out their teams to do the reconnoiter, recce patrols, as the military people would say, they are already in games mode. They want to find out what the hotel accommodation is like, what the playing facilities are like, what the playing conditions are like. They're enjoying it, they're enjoying the experience so far, and also they're doing some serious work, because they are doing formal reports and everything that they've seen, and so far everybody seems to be satisfied.
Everybody loves the hotels. We even get in there saying, oh, I want to come here, I want to stay here. They prefer to be over here for the games. They're really excited about the saying at the Magdalena and Mount Irving, and they love the Boko atmosphere, all the shop park facilities.
It's the first time I've been to Tobago. I really enjoyed the entire site visits, the facilities, the accommodation. Everyone was very nice. Everyone was very accommodating. The venues are acceptable. The island is beautiful. It's clean. It's refreshing. It's everything. It's one of these places that's like a little piece of paradise. Although I'm from Barbados and that's paradise, but it's a little piece of paradise. So this is the feeling of everybody. We have Guyana, Canada, Kenya, Northern Ireland. So that's how we felt. We had a really good time today.
It was a really fun group. We had a great time. It has me even more excited about what's to come in August for the Commonwealth Youth Games Tobago 2023. And of course, it's from August 2nd to 12th. So you don't want to miss it. And we at the Information Department will be keeping you abreast of all the happenings leading straight up to the games.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your nice can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. If sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry. If times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you. Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Are you looking for a place for your loved ones? Heavenly Care welcomes you. Located at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors, we offer a variety of services. These include doctor visitations, social activities, geriatric care, and much more. Contact us at 277-9595 or visit us at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors. At Heavenly Care, compassion is at the heart of all care.
From the experts that created the Zinger sandwich comes the KFC Crispy Barbecue Zinger.
The only one I see is you.
Cheddar cheese, crispy onions, the most delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, and barbecue sauce. Get ready for a whole new level of flavor.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Welcome to Limache Parfait Day Spa, your urban oasis and wellness center. Our services includes massages, treatments, facials, pedicures, weight management, detox programs, and much more. Call us today at 624-1452 or 720-7474. Trinidad locations and Bonacord, Tobago at 273-7772. Let us treat you like the VIP you are.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. And everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show. And everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Yes, be careful.
Honey, I feel I'm going to start to cook, yes, because these children must be hungry now. Right? Okay.
Oh, shucks. Oh. These plugs, oh my gosh.
Hey, relax. Hey, come from there. Come from there.
What's going on in here?
Oh God, boy.
What would you do if this happened to you? Dial 990 in case of fire emergencies and always have a serviceable fire extinguisher ready and available at all times.
Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Help! Fire service! Hello, fire service! Anybody in here? Fire service! Yeah, we're right here! We gotta get out! We're right here! Here, take him! Let's go!
Thank you for saving me. You're my hero.
Together, as we face the challenges during the new normal, always remember that fire safety begins with you.
October will never be better with Tobago Carnival fever. Book your passage and come on over.
Advertise with Tobago updates. Call 284-6597. If you have a small or large business, we can get your information in front of the masses. Reach our rapidly growing viewership on Facebook and YouTube. Promote your brand in Trinidad and the Caribbean through M&E TV Now and Gayel. Yes, we can build unique ads for your business. Call now 284-6597 and advertise with us.
Safely and anonymously. Report a crime. Earn a reward. Call 800-TIPS. Help stop crime. Be a hero. Champion. Fearless citizen. Be a crime stopper safely and anonymously. Call 800-TIPS. Help stop crime. Our national borders. Our first step to security, but a possible access point for guns, drugs, crime. If it does not look right, do the right thing. Call Crime Stoppers anonymously. 800-8477. Report possible border crime.
Things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If you're nice, can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tattoo will always be here for you. Tattoo, where people are people. You know what I mean. Never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tattoo will always be here for you. Tattoo, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Hey. Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Wake up with Candace and Denasia. Let's go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies.
Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates. It's always my pleasure to sit here and chat with you guys this morning. Before we get into our conversation, I'm gonna give you your news in 90 seconds. So effective the 6th of June 2023, 13 countries can now travel to Canada visa-free without a temporary residence visa. This announcement was made by the Canadian Minister of Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship, Sean Fraser, on a visit to Winnipeg, Canada. Trinidad and Tobago is among the elite 13 countries listed. For all 13 countries, travelers must have held either a Canadian visa in the last 10 years or currently hold a valid U.S. non-immigrant visa. Additionally, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Keith Rowley has advised Her Excellency the President Christine Kangaloo that on Monday, August 14th, 2023 is the date for local government elections. Nomination day is set for Monday, June 26, 2023. And also, police officers are investigating a robbery which occurred at Core Jewelry Store at the Port Mall on Monday, June 5th, 2023. Allegedly, two masked men raided the store and constrained the store clerk. Security footage showed the men exiting the store with bags filled with stolen jewelry items. Citizens with information used to investigate can call 800 tips. And also, tragically, the nephew of deceased Teresa Allen Adams drowned at the Argyle waterfall yesterday evening. Mr. Justin Arthur was in Tobago for the funeral of the Adams couple, and we send condolences out to the family. And lastly, the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation will host the 36th anniversary of the Tobago Heritage Festival from July the 21st to August the 1st. On the 21st of July, the Miss Heritage Personality Competition and the Calypso Monarch will be held at the Shore Park Cultural Complex. Screening for Miss Heritage Personality will be held on Saturday, the 17th of June, 2023, and is open to ladies between the ages of 18 to 40 years old. And this is your news in 90 seconds. Guys, as we recap a bit about what's going on in the news headlines, I just want to send condolences out to the Arthur and Allen family again. This one has really hit home for me. You know, these are some friends that I hung out with on Saturday night. We went to Fuzzy Panda and we had dinner there. So it's really unfortunate, this situation, you know. So I just want to say condolences going out to the Arthur and Allen family. You know, Justin was a really joyful soul. We had such a good time together. Just a happy person all around, and he looked forward to celebrating his anniversary with his girlfriend yesterday, and his flight to go back to the UK was supposed to be tomorrow, Thursday. So it's just unfortunate that after he came to Tobago to celebrate the life of his aunt Teresa, that he himself would have passed in such a tragic death. But again, you know, we always believe that God is in control during this time, and he's going to send the comfort that is needed to that family. But guys, regardless of that, we have to get into this morning's conversation, as somber as the mood might be on the island, as we've been facing a number of back-to-back deaths, whether it be by murder or just by tragic incidents. And this morning, we're going to get into a conversation regarding what's happening in the scrap iron industry. And to have this conversation with me this morning, I have Mr. Alan Ferguson, who is the president of the Trinidad and Tobago Scrap Iron Dealers Association. Good morning, Mr. Ferguson. How are you doing?
Good morning to Tobago, and good morning to you. It's a pleasure to be here this morning.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you as well, and a lot has been going on with the Scrap Iron Dealers Association, and we remember that last year the Prime Minister called a halt, a cease, until January 2023 for the scrap iron dealers to basically gather themselves, get themselves together, as a number of theft was happening with iron throughout Trinidad and Tobago, copper, wires. We saw a number of, those lines being cut down for resale purposes. Just all wrong, the situation was bad. And we even saw where there were a number of projects being done by the government where they would have bought the materials for those projects and they would disappear. Gates were being cut out. You know, it was really, it was a bad situation all around. And so the intervention mechanism that the government put in place was to halt scrap iron dealers last year. But they promised that they would have opened back the industry after much consultation and coming up with a policy to deal with the industry in January. However, we have not heard much of an update regarding that. So tell us where you are in regards to the negotiation with the government at this time.
Well, we had a discussion with them about last 3 weeks ago. they promised to work with us to make the industry much better. At the moment, right now we're limping. It wasn't like how it was. This industry is an industry that you need to move fast. It's not an industry to take one today, one tomorrow, and no, it can't work like that. We just operate by volumes. We don't operate by today. We do two. We take a rest tomorrow. We try to operate each and every day in the week to try to do volume, because that's how this industry works. To answer some of your question, what the stealing was taking place, we were in the early stages when we see certain things taking place, we will immediately ask the government, based on we understand that TSTT will condemn a lot of the TSTT wires. We will make a step one time to ask the government to put a halt on export of copper from Trinidad. So we will be able to slow down the step taking place. The government didn't listen, and the stealing continue. So the association also met with TSTT to put an offer on the table to make sure that all the stealing TSTT wire stop, because we will know what we had to do to slow down all these steps that are taking place with all these wires. So we understand the industry. So we're not going to take blame for people coming off the streets who probably was not scrap dealers and stealing TSTT wire. We would not take blame for that. But as the president, I understand also too that there were some members in our industry who was exporting copper, and we understand that is only people in the industry could export copper. So we understand that. So with that, saying that, I will have to, as a leader, I will have to take some blame. No matter, I was not taking part in no stealing, I was not buying, and I was begging people not to steal TSTT wire. So I will take blame for that. But as a leader, something stopped by me. Okay?
And in regards to moving forward, they would have promised you guys that January would have been the date that you would come back to the table to decide how you would move forward. And what is the status of that now? What is the state of how the scrap iron dealers are going to move forward with new policy?
Well, this new policy that the government gave us to work with, as any other thing, I don't like a lot of the regulations, but we had to work with the government, because listening to most of my members all over Trinidad and Tobago, the regulations, we know it can't work, but we have to give it its try, because people have a way that if you don't give nothing a try, they seem to say that you only want to complain. So we had to work with the government to make sure that whatever they put in place could work. But I could tell you like a person who operates in scrap in Tobago, if they don't have a scrapyard license, they cannot store no material in front of the house. People who working in the dumps and them, they weren't able to even work because the government didn't look at these people. Whilst we explain to them there's thousands of people work around these dumps. They didn't put nothing in place for it. So we is here this morning to have a meeting with the members and scrap dealers in Tobago to try to brief them about the law and how we could go forward to make this industry better also in Tobago.
Right, excellent. However, the delays that took place in regards to the new legislation, it would have caused a pile-up for a number of persons who are scrap iron dealers. So now with this new legislation, you're saying, okay, they're not allowed to store it at their homes or residential areas or stuff like that without having the requisite licensing. But that time that they were not in business per se, there has been a huge pile-up of the scrap iron itself. And is the association making any attempts to try to help the dealers in regards to transportation and just the type of labor that is needed to clear out the backlog of scrap that they may have on their hands at this time?
Well, the association cannot help out with the removal, but what we here to do is to give guidance and give the necessary assistance in how they could what they have to do to able to remove it. And we as dealers in Trinidad and the association, we want to make it as much easy for the guys over here to bring their material to Trinidad. We was having a meeting with the the Secretary of Health. I think it's Friday, because you see, we need to set up something in Tobago to make it much more easier for these fellas and them who operate in each and every day. These is fellas that work hard to remove that. They remove all these waste like aluminum, copper, batteries from all the rivers and the ravines and from in the bush. And we help in climate change. We help in saving the environment. And this is what this industry is about, saving the environment. So so we are here today also to explain some things to our members and people who are involved in the industry, because we need to bring some ease to Tobago in reference to this recycling. Because you see, it's not about recycling iron alone. We are about to try to bring to Tobago not about iron alone, but we want to try to let members and people who are involved in the industry know that we're shipping away a little bit from scrap iron and going to more recycling and recycling of oil, paper, plastic, and even food. All food.
So a more environmentally sustainable way of doing business. Excellent. And but you are really here today to invite the scrap iron dealers or persons interested in getting into the industry to come to the forum that you guys would be hosting today at Studley Park. So tell us about that forum. It's supposed to be starting at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. this morning. So tell them about that session.
Yeah. What we will do first is that we bring, you see, we need to identify people who is involved in scrap iron and who involved in recycling. So what we did, because people just come off the street and just go and steal people thing and people don't know. So what we do first, we bring stickers to identify these as our members.
Dealers.
They will have a sticker on each one at the front door that we could identify, have a number the people could call. The people, if they see them stealing anything, they also have a number we could recognize who it is. So the thing about it is that to show members, based on what happened, we need to make change. Because the whole thing about it, if you want to make your industry better and you want to make this industry much more than what it was, we need to make change. We need to conduct ourselves how we go about doing business. We need to change our dress, how we do it too. Because some of them dress up in all kind of way to go into business place and people homes and things. We want to let them know that we need to change.
Bring a new standard today.
Yes, and that is what we is about to tell them today. So we need to make some changes, and we will like people to know not to deal with people who do not have the sticker on the vehicle, because you see it causing a hammock, it causing a lot of damage to this industry, because people just coming off the street and go and steal and it's nothing to identify them.
Excellent, excellent. So there's going to be a streamlining process for members and for scrap iron dealers. All right, that is excellent. And so, guys, you heard it here this morning. If you are a scrap iron dealer or interested in getting into the industry, interested in understanding what the new legislation regarding scrap iron in Trinidad and Tobago is about and how it affects you, especially as a scrap iron dealer here in Tobago, you want to be a part of that media conference that is happening at 10 a.m. this morning. It is going to be held at Caledonia, number 1 Caledonia Road, Studley Park, in Mount St. George, which is opposite the landfill at 10 a.m. again, and they're going to be starting promptly. And they indicated that at 11:30.
No. What we do, we have a meeting with the members,
right,
and then we have the news conference at 11:30.
Excellent.
And
So
then we have a hamper drive at 12:30, where we give away hampers to our members and people who are involved in the industry. So it's a day of a lot of activities in Tobago till this evening.
So you would also be going around to the different scrap yards and seeing
Yes,
what's going on.
Yes, we will be going to different yards and people who have material stored up in their yard. We're going to take a look at a lot of areas in Tobago today. So we spend the whole day in Tobago.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And finally, is there a fee attached to becoming a member of the Scrap Iron Dealers Association?
Yes. But the thing about it is when you pay the $200, you get the sticker for your 2 doors. You understand? Yeah, you get a sticker, which now people can identify you as a member. And it's only $200. And it goes for a whole year.
All right, well, you heard it here, guys. So there is a streamlining process that is happening within the Scrap Iron Dealers Association and industry. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back right after this. See you soon.
Are you looking for a place for your loved ones? Heavenly Care welcomes you. Located at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors, we offer a variety of services. These include doctor visitations, social activities, geriatric care, and much more. Contact us at 277-9595 or visit us at Northside Road opposite Massey Motors. At Heavenly Care, compassion is at the heart of all care.
From the experts that created the Zinger sandwich comes the KFC Crispy Barbecue Zinger.
The only one I see is you.
Cheddar cheese, crispy onions, the most delicious Kentucky Fried Chicken, and barbecue sauce. Get ready for a whole new level of flavor.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Welcome to Limage Parfait Day Spa, your urban oasis and wellness center. Our services includes massages, treatments, facials, pedicures, weight management, detox programs, and much more. Call us today at 624-1452 or 720-7474. Trinidad locations and Bonacore, Tobago at 273-7772. Let us treat you like the VIP you are.
Let's go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks a favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates, guys. As we continue our conversation this morning, we are sharing a sentiment that I would have highlighted yesterday, which is that it's time to get back to the people's business. And to have this conversation with me, we have the PRO from the IDA, Ms. Trotman, and we're going to be chatting briefly online this morning in regards to getting back to Tobago's business. Now, Ms. Trotman, yesterday I had a really interesting conversation with Mr. Marilyn David, and he was indicating that the conversation continues regarding this voice note, and there continues to be a call for a response. However, in my perspective, I just felt like You know, we have been having this conversation for a long time in the absence of the conversation regarding development, especially with the budget that is coming up very soon and Tobago's allocation in the next budget for the next fiscal year. And your party also shares the same sentiments. It's time for us to stop beating this same thing and get back into the business of Tobago. Hello, Mrs. Trotman, you can hear me? You might want to turn on your audio. Your microphone, is your microphone on? Okay, well, let's just briefly try our best to rectify that and we'll get back to you. But as I was saying previously, the conversation regarding Tobago's allocation, when we have these conversations regarding misuse of funds during the same time within which a budget proposal is being sent, it's a conflict in the mind of the Minister for Finance. So although he has the legal obligation as well as the moral obligation to give Tobago what he knows Tobago rightfully deserves, there is still a lot of, squabbling that's happening on the island, and there isn't any agreement in regards to Tobago getting what Tobago deserves from different sides of the political divide. So tell us a bit about how you're feeling about this conversation continuing to go on, especially where we are in regards to the budget for the next fiscal. Can you put on the audio? She says that her audio is on at this time. Right. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break and allow for Mrs. Trotman to be able to fix her audio a bit, and we'll be back right after this.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Guys, we're back with Miss Trotman, and I hope that we can get her audio this time because we have a really interesting conversation to have this morning in regards to everything that's happening with that audio clip still being circulated and the upcoming budget.
I hope you're hearing me now.
Loud and clear.
Okay then. Yeah. Well, first of all, I'd just like to say good morning to your viewing public. Good morning to your listening audience. And I would just like to share my condolences to the Allen and Arthur family on yet another loss. It's really heart-rending, and it's especially painful when we use our young, and especially young men, as it seems. So our condolences coming from myself and the IDA.
Yes. And so in regards to the audio clip that is still being circulated, the conversation that many are still trying to perpetuate in regards to calling for a response from the Chief Secretary, Earlier, I'm not sure if you heard me, but I spoke about the conflict that the Minister for Finance must be facing right now, as these things are being circulated while he's expecting a proposed budget from Tobago. Give us your perspectives on this.
I don't think there should be any conflict, regardless of what is happening in this space. There is an obligation for Tobago to receive certain allocations towards its development for the upcoming year. So that should happen regardless of what is happening in the space, because that is the same issue with Trinidad. Regardless of what is happening in the space in Trinidad, the budget would be read and resources would be issued to deal with the upcoming year's activities. So there should be no conflict there, or use that as a means for not ensuring that Tobago gets what it requires for the upcoming year. However, it doesn't mean that the issues that are currently circulating is not concerning and has to be dealt with.
Excellent. And if we do see a sort of pushback from the minister in regards to everything that's happening in relation to the budget, it just type of feeds into the whole idea of how Tobago is kind of always treated as the stepsister. In regards to ensuring that we move forward and stick to the business of Tobago, what is your advice for this current administration as well as the opposition who is currently continuing with this conversation?
Well, the thing is, the conversation will continue. We will not get away from that. And the Chief Secretary will respond when he chooses to respond, it seems, and the people will then have to deal with the answers provided then in whatever way they choose to deal with it. So the conversation will continue until it has been properly ventilated and Tobagonians believe they have gotten reasonable response to the issues that are in the air. However, the administration, while they are trying to navigate that issue, they also need to ensure that the business of the people goes on and that managing Tobago still happens. So the budget is upon us, and it is a process that should have started a while back, because it should have engaged the population into what does the population of Tobago sees as the priorities and as the areas of focus it needs to give its attention to. Remember, we are all, quote unquote, championing what we call participatory democracy and participatory governance. But those must be more than just words that we echo. So in this budget process, we are supposed to be seeing the involvement of the people of Tobago, for whom we are saying all these efforts and activities are geared towards. So that, for me, I think unfortunately the process is far advanced, because normally a budget would be presented somewhere at the end of June to the Tobago population. And I am yet to see engagement in any meaningful way with the Tobago population. The methods we used recently in terms of portals that people can drop their ideas or their comments in, I believe falls woefully short of the kind of engagement that we need to see happening if we need to look at the sectors we need to focus on, if we need to focus on community development, so that the people we promised we are there to serve, they can feel the impact of what we are doing, but not just feel the impact of what the politicians are doing, but also find a way for expression as to what they see is necessary in their communities as well.
Excellent. And as you would have highlighted, participatory democracy was promised by this administration when they got into office. And you're hinting to the fact that although the budget is upon us, we have not seen mass consultation throughout the island in regards to what the different communities and stuff need. However, we are still unaware of whether or not those meetings have happened maybe on a smaller scale within the communities among the village councils or anything like that, or if any of the feedback that the administration would have gotten from their town hall meetings were attributed to this new budget proposal that is being presented. In your perspective, especially from the perspective of the IDA, what are some areas that should be prioritized in this upcoming budget?
Well, remember, priority is also dependent on what comes forward from our public. We have said in budget, the previous budget, that tourism is a mainstay for the Tobago economy, and a lot of to-do was made about it in the last budget. Is tourism still a platform that we are going to use for driving the Tobago economy? If it is, what have we been doing so far with it, and what are the projections for it? Some of our developments that have been done in the tourism area, when we look at them, we still have questions about them. The Manta Lodge issue, we still have questions about. It's refurbished with 27 million, but it's closed now, as far as I'm aware, awaiting an operator. Could that have been handled differently? What is the situation with Sanctuary in Prospect? Are we going to look at that any at all, or is that going to be off the books? What is happening with the private sector, with businesses, small businesses and entrepreneurs that we are trying to stimulate itself? What support are we giving to them, and is the support enough, or do we need to look at further engagement? How are we treating with our farmers? What is the level of support, the level of engagement, the level of discourse that we are having? If we need to look at issues as food security, that's a major problem. But we are yet to see an overall macro approach to how we look at ensuring that we can feed ourselves and even go beyond feeding ourselves in creating excess for export, even if that export is to Trinidad and to the rest of the region. So those are some of the areas that we pull off.
Okay. And when we speak a little bit about international exports and trade, which is an area that was highlighted in the previous budget presentation, which, they really didn't get the allocation that they requested. And we didn't see a lot happening in regards to this particular area over the last year. Do you think that more emphasis should be placed on international export and trade? And what advice would you have for this administration in this area when we talk about economic diversification and a greater level of financial independence on the island?
Well, those words are always easy to say, diversification, and apparently we have been using them for ages now without any substance behind them. Remember, there is work to be done. The current ways in which we are doing things, it has shown that it hasn't worked for us in all the sectors. So we need to be open to looking at things differently, approaching things differently, trying things differently. And I dare want to say that all those answers do not just come from your politicians. They do not just come from the people who are in office. It comes from the people who are in the field as well. And therefore, we need to find the ways to engage with them so that those ideas can be brought to the floor. We need to look at our productivity in this island that we call Tobago, even if we have to look at exports. We cannot be satisfied with doing things the way they have been done and expecting that the incomes that will be generated from them would be enough to take us to where we want to go. In fact, in order to allow our economy to work better and to work for us, we need to look and take a hard look at the institutions that we have on the island that are working in those areas. We need to look at them carefully. We need to retool them. We need to throw out things that are not working for us and find elements that can work. We need to take a hard look at ourselves and go beyond what I would want to call the politics of this day and the politics of this situation. We need to first see ourselves as Tobagonians wanting Tobago to work, wanting Tobago to develop. Yes, we do have political parties and we may have particular perspectives. However, one thing I believe we can all agree is that we need to change the system and create a framework that would allow us to do what is necessary, that would allow the oversight and not leave it up to the words of people who are good intentioned, because it shows that good intentions without the structures of the institution to take us to where we want to go is going to allow any political party or any government that we put in there to go down the same road that we are currently experiencing.
Excellent. And do you agree with the sentiment that the reason why Tobago lacks capacity is often because administrations are focused on utilizing experts that have the same ideology as them, as opposed to bringing together all of Tobago, regardless of their political positions, as you would have indicated previously? If we are able to all come to the table and understand that the bigger picture really is the development and the forward movement of the island, that we can progress in a more speedy manner.
And it goes back to what I just said, the systems that we currently have in place keeps us focused on what we need to do to win another term in politics. It keeps us focused on always being in campaigning mode instead of, after the elections, we get into governance mode. So that we really do need to look at the gamut of ideas that can be brought to the fore, remembering that we are also, as a tiny island, we are in a world that is progressing at quantum speeds. And we need to play catch up in the worst way possible and then to go ahead. So we have our work cut out for us. And I want us as Tobagonians, and I'm including myself in that because I am choosing right now to take off a political hat, so to speak. I am imploring us as Tobago. We need to go beyond, and it may sound as if I'm repeating myself, but this situation that we have finding ourselves in with the leaked voice note, if it hasn't shown us anything, is that even if we put, and I'm borrowing a phrase from someone, I heard it, even if we put angels within the current political system that we have, it seems that the system will force us to make devils out of them because there's no oversight. The system is built to keep us focused on campaigning mode so that we would have leaders who we expect better out of and who we have given our trust to be looking after our interests, but not just them doing it for us, but engaging us in the process of empowering us to do for ourselves what is necessary. And we wouldn't be caught up in the conversation of whether propaganda is negative view or whether it is politics as usual or whether politics has a morality of its own. Politics has the morality of the people who are involved in politics if we choose to allow those principles to work out in the way we operate. But like I said, that means establishing the systems that makes it work and not depending on people's good intentions nor the word that they have given, because people's word don't seem to matter for much these days, it seems, within the current whole system of politics.
And although we may sit in these forums and a lot of our contributions may come across as extremely idealistic, we know that the situation when faced with the challenge of governing a country is quite different from that of being on the outside and looking in and having all the solutions. But the system that you are talking about is a system that has been a conversation for years, even before I was born, about autonomy and Tobago self-governance and putting the right frameworks in place to even hold the administration accountable for the decisions that they make, and not only them signing a social contract that doesn't seem to be legally enforceable, but actually being able to hold them to account for what they have said, especially in the same vein of participatory democracy. Because it is hard to extract politics from governance, especially within the current cultural framework that we have in Trinidad and Tobago. As much as we want everyone to come to the table with their ideas and their talents and their skills, there's always the political side to that of, okay, but they were always there. They have always been benefiting. Now that there's a new establishment in place, we have new upcoming bright budding minds who need a seat at the table. Let's give them a seat at the table. But how do we bridge the gap between allowing for the young, new, fresh minds to come to the table and offer their experience, knowledge, and expertise, while not pushing aside some of the older experts simply because their political affiliation might be different from ours?
Well, that's why I said it's more than just the talk. If we really, and there needs to be some idealism in our hope as well, because if there's no idealism, I dare say we won't have the hope to try again. Even though we are experiencing what we are currently experiencing, I see this as all part of the necessary process of change. It is hurtful, it is disappointing, yes, but this is the journey. And therefore, the current young, that generation that we are trying to embrace, there needs to be the understanding with that group that those that went before us, there are landmarks that have been placed so that people don't have to repeat themselves and go over things that have been done already. We need to draw from the experience of the past, look at where the present needs to take us, and forge ahead. It is easy to say, I know, and it is easy to espouse sometimes when you're on the outside. But part of the maturity that needs to be with any government administration is that you have to be able to talk with your people. You have to be able to talk with them, not talk to them, nor talk at them. You need to talk with them, communication. And the old style of doing things, we have constantly gone to have to bribe people, spin the discussion, control the narrative, look good because we want to go back there. But sometimes we need to talk the hard talk for change to happen. Change is not necessarily easy, nor is it pain-free. But we have been giving people the idea that change is pain-free. It isn't. And the quicker we understand that, is the quicker we'll be able to bite the hard decisions that have to be made, regardless of our political affiliation, because at the end of the day, whoever goes in there must or should, as the ideal is, govern for all and not just for the few or those that support them only. So even from now, we have to start practicing that. Change is not an overnight happening, but change will happen. And if we do not deliberately choose to be a part of how the change goes, I dare say change would roll over us. If not by those closely around us, by those who are afar when the world changes and leaves us behind.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Mr. Chapman. Thank you for giving us your time this morning. Guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back right after this. Again, thank you so much for joining in on the conversation on behalf of the IDA.
October will never be better with Tobago Carnival fever. Okay, passage and come on over.
Advertise with Tobago Updates. Call 284-6597. If you have a small or large business, we can get your information in front of the masses. Reach our rapidly growing viewership on Facebook and YouTube. Promote your brand in Trinidad and the Caribbean through M&E TV Now and Gayel. Yes, we can build unique ads for your business. Call now 284-6597 and advertise with us.
Safely and anonymously. Report a crime. Earn a reward. Call 800 TIPS. Help stop crime. Be a hero. Champion. Fearless citizen. Be a crime stopper safely and anonymously. Call 800 TIPS. Help stop crime.
Everybody only worrying. Never ever worry. Don't mind how things looking hard. I tell them never ever worry. If your nice can't get damaged bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. Don't mind if life make you sad. I tell them never ever worry. If your house get flooded out real bad. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil is always right here for you. I tell them never ever worry. If sickness catch you off guard. I tell them never ever worry. If times fall on you real hard. I tell them never ever worry. What I'm saying is true. So just consider Tatil will always be here for you.
Never worry about a thing. Tatil, where people are people. You know what I mean.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. Guys, this morning we are talking about excellence in the chocolate industry here in Tobago. And we have the opportunity this morning to chat a bit with Mr. Dwayne Dove. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm fine. Thanks for having me.
No problem. And we are talking about the Tobago Estate Chocolate Bar. And you guys have won bronze recently. And this is for your Laura chocolate, which is a 25% dark milk chocolate. So tell us a bit about the actual competition that you guys entered and how you have represented Tobago in excellence in the chocolate industry.
Right. So this, holding up the award, which is the bronze award, and the bar, and Laura has won so many awards since 2017. So we don't have space on the wrapper anymore, actually, as you can see. But so Laura took home the bronze at the European Chocolate Awards, International Awards, which is a significant competition because, you know, a lot of the big guns with a long tradition, a long chocolate making tradition are based, well, in Europe. So to be amongst the winners is something really significant. And it's also a significant restart for us as a company. You know, it's been 2.5 years of the pandemic. So this is really what we needed and need to get us back up on our feet again. So we're very happy about the award.
Excellent. And the competition was on last Sunday, and as you would have indicated, it was the International Chocolate Awards, the European Finals. And you guys would have caught that bronze medal in the category of micro batch plain or original chocolate bars. Tell us a bit about that category and why it was so important for you guys with this particular bar. What are the other bars that you have available?
Well, actually, all right, so the Laura bar is a 45% chocolate bar. So it's 45, not 25. So it's like a dark milk. And basically, because we are a small craft chocolate producer, doing just a couple tons of chocolate, actually, that puts us into that micro batch category, basically. So that is what it has really done. Now we have other products. We have our 70% bar, which was the first chocolate we ever made back in 2010, and then we have our sea salt Bucca Reef. But what I would like to do today is show you a totally new bar, which is called our Tobago Farmers Bar, which is 58%. We just made this about a month ago. So this is not even in Trinidad and Tobago as yet, but we're hoping to get it there ASAP. And this is also sort of a restart for us because, 2.5 years of the pandemic, we need to get back up on our feet again. So new products coming, hopefully some more down the road and more competitions to come as the year progresses.
Excellent, and excellent packaging as well. I remember, I think it was in 2019, right before the pandemic, I would have attended one of those chocolate festivals in Amsterdam, and I see, from people from throughout the region, they're always there presenting. I saw there was even chocolate champagne and all the different chocolate bars that you could think of. But one thing is that you have to be able to stand out because people are very competitive, especially where packaging is concerned, because that's the first thing people see when they see the product on the shelves. What mechanism have you guys put in place to stand out on the shelves, especially on the international market?
Well, we keep it simple. We stick to traceability and transparency, and we try to communicate our brand through social media. On all our bars, we have a QR code. So wherever our bars are in the world, you could go with your smartphone, you go into that QR code, and that takes you to Tobago. So because we have a farm on the island of Tobago, and because we have this fantastic Trinitario cocoa, which is indigenous to Trinidad and Tobago, we really don't need to do much more. Right. And actually, working since I've been working with this in the chocolate business for over 20 years, I have my chocolate friends. so basically, working with Francois Pralou, who made the Laura bar, and also even with this guy, a Danish guy, Fris Holm, who we did this Tobago Farmers Bar with. These are all artisans. We are all artisans. We all love what we do. We're all passionate about what we do. So, the product speaks for itself. We don't really need to do much more. And then tasting it just blows you away.
Excellent. And when we talk about chocolate production on the island here, we also see another significant chocolate product, which is the Tobago Gold chocolate liqueur that has also been winning some global awards. Is there any space for collaboration in regards to you guys providing chocolate for them and having that Tobago connection? Because I believe that also one of the directors of that company is also Swedish.
Well, I am not too familiar with the setup, how they are set up. It's a liqueur, and I'm not quite sure. We haven't tried it with any of our products, so I'm not really in a position to say that there will be a collaboration. I can't say that. We are expanding now after the pandemic, so we plan to launch several more products with our Danish friend Fris Holm before Christmas. So I think we're looking to expand in that area. And even the tours to our estate, we had a pretty nice cruise ship season, and we're hoping that it'll get even better, this coming November. So we basically, we expanding and kind of focusing on our stuff. That's where we want to put all our ammunition, basically. So I just lost you. I'm not hearing you. So I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing you.
How wide is your current distribution?
Well, most of our markets are internationally. So we're in Europe, and we're going more and more into the Asian market. Now that the pandemic is over, we are now catching up. So we're hoping to increase our production this year, and by Christmas, we're looking to expand into more markets and also to attend more trade shows. But I think the pandemic has kept us back for 2.5 years. So I think that now we're just trying to get back on our feet again. We have a lot of beans in stock that we need to transform into products. So I think that is where we're focused. But we're looking to expand, as I said, more into the Asian market for us.
Excellent. And you spoke about the estate and tours happening on the estate here in Tobago. Tell us about what type of activities we can look forward to as you guys kind of rebrand and reinitiate back into that tourism tour space.
Right. So we made every effort after meeting with the new folks at the Tobago House of Assembly, the new Secretary of Tourism, etc., and the Chief Sec. We made every effort to get our product up and running again for last November, because that's when the cruise ship season really kicks in Tobago. And it's been tough, it's been difficult, but we were able to, as I said, offer a product which is a guided tour of the estate. We were able to refurbish the building, to repaint, to make sure all the facilities are working. We offer people a guided tour. We offer people local cocoa tea. We offer people a sample of our chocolate with some locally aged rum. Of course, some fresh cocoa pods so people could taste the fresh cocoa. A lot of visitors to the islands, they see the finished product, but they'll have no idea as to where it all begins. So I think all of this stuff is we were able to put a nice package together, and I think it was well appreciated by the visitors. And we're hoping to even better on that product for the next coming season. So we're looking forward to better times to come.
Right. And the Tobago Cocoa Estate, for those of you who don't know, is in Roxborough, and it's open to tours even now, right? Correct?
Well, we are only, because we don't have that many visitors to the island right now, because 90% of our customers are really tourists flying into the island, either on a cruise ship or on a plane. We are getting some school groups now, and I love to have the school children come, because you could really educate them about cocoa and the heritage, etc. So we are doing a lot of stuff, but you need to contact us if you're a group, all right, and then we will try to facilitate you as best as we can. But our more regular opening hours are during the period like November until April. So beyond that, you need to email us and let us know how many persons and when you would like to come and visit, etc. And we will do our very best to accommodate you.
Excellent. And why is it important for Tobagoans to truly support the Tobago Cocoa Estate?
Well, I mean, we're seeing a lot of local chocolates being made, especially in Tobago and even in Trinidad. You have a lot of local artisans, and I think by bringing people to the estate, as it's a working cocoa estate, right, designed for tours. I mean, we call it agro-tourism. It gets people to see what you can do. I mean, we have utilized the resources of the University of the West Indies, the Cocoa Research Center, the Ministry of Agriculture. We have utilized, all cocoa, everything that's cocoa in Trinidad and Tobago, we have tried to utilize. And I think it's nice to showcase it. And I think it's nice for people to see what can be done. Besides cocoa, we have other companion crops also. So you see intercropping. It's quite scientific what we do, because we've been working very closely with the Cocoa Research Center at UWI. So people can learn a lot. And I think by seeing that, they would probably get maybe we can instigate them into trying their own hand, and maybe, the grandfather or grandmother have an old cocoa estate somewhere. Maybe they could, go back and get into it, get some help from the University and the Ministry of Agriculture to get cocoa plant material. And we have a lot of very good cocoa people in Trinidad and Tobago. So, yeah, maybe by visiting our estate, and seeing what we have accomplished since 2010 would probably encourage people, I guess.
Excellent. And so we want to take a short break here, because we are unfortunately pressed for time. But we want to thank you so much for from Tobago Updates to the Tobago Cocoa Estate. And guys, you've heard it all here. They are outside and they are really representing Tobago well as they caught bronze for their Laura 45% dark milk chocolate. And again, we want to say congratulations to you.
Yes, and the World Finals, because this was just a European segment, so there are 5 different segments. Everybody gathers for the World Finals in November. And as I said, we weren't even able to submit this product. If we had submitted this product, we would have definitely gotten gold immediately.
Excellent.
So more awards in the pipeline.
Excellent. And we look forward to those and we look forward to hearing about them. All right. Guys, we take a quick break and we see you right after this.
Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
It's a different type of thing down there. And we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there, down in Tobago.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Tapicom. Welcome to the future. The only card you will need in a new world. Digital business cards. Safe, hassle-free. The future is here. Tapicom. New generation digital transfer. Digital time clock cards. Digital attendance cards. Air tags. Customized designs. Digital clothing tags. Digital pet tags. Tapicom. The future is here. Contact us today.
The best place to stay in Tobago is at Thorn's Place with rates starting as low as 200 TT. Call or WhatsApp 745-7306 or 682-8676. We are located uptown Scarborough, 5 minutes away from the port. Remember, at Thorn's Place, our aim is to make your stay safe and affordable.
Call fire. What's the number? Oh God.
An emergency, good afternoon. You said the building is on fire. Are there any persons trapped? 4 persons. What is the address of the call, ma'am? Number 4, Candy Drive, Pier Road. Can I have your name, please? Miss Bihari. Thank you, Miss Bihari. I'll be dispatching an appliance. Central Control from Fire Control.
Go ahead, Fire Control. Central Control is receiving over.
Central Control, have a plans and crew. Respond to our residential fire. Same is at number 4, Candy Drive, Pier Road, Chabonas. 4 persons are trapped, 2 adults, 2 children. They were unable to make contact with fire service, so she called on their behalf.
Transmission received loud and clear, loud and clear. Operator Central Control 3463. Firefighter Wiley, Central Controller.
Create an evacuation plan for you and your family and practice your escape. Always ensure you have more than one way to safely exit your home. Your lives may depend on it.
Excel Spa by Haley, where our highly trained staff are ready to deliver the top-class services in facial massages, waxing, nail enhancement, and body treatment. We are ideally located at Coco Avenue, Switzerland, Tobago. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TripAdvisor, or you can call us on 730-0149. Excel Spa by Haley. Relax, renew, and rejuvenate.
October will never be better with Tobago Carnival fever. Okay, passage and come on over.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago right here on Tobago Updates, guys. As we wind down this morning, we are talking about the parish of St. Mary and their family day that is coming up really soon. And to have this conversation with me this morning, I have Radhika Cornell. Good morning, Miss Cornell. And she is the Social Events Committee member. And this morning, we're talking about your family day, which is happening on June the 8th. Yeah. So tell us a bit about your church and this particular event that you guys are hosting.
Okay, our church comprises of 7 churches, right? Our parish comprises of 7 churches: St. John, St. Peter's, St. Paul, St. Barnabas, St. Edward, St. Thomas, and St. Mary. And the parish of St. Mary's will be having their youth unity service, what we would consider as unity services, bringing all of our parishes, our churches together tomorrow at the Police Youth Club in Roxborough grounds tomorrow from 10 o'clock in the morning. Holy Mass will start at 10. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And tell us about the price to participate in the events, because I see that you guys also have a curricula lunch available for $50.
Yes.
But then you're also saying that congregations and persons willing to manage stores are asked to indicate such, and 25% of the profits are going to be donated to the parish. So you are also calling on vendors to come out and sell?
Yes, but these vendors basically will deal with from the churches, coming from the churches. So each church will have the opportunity to have their own stalls, and what it does is that it gives them that opportunity to raise their own funds so that they can, use it towards developing the church. However, 20% of it will go towards the committee itself, and that committee has another event coming up in July, and so we're going to use that fund to help fund that event as well too.
Excellent, excellent. And so tell us, who is invited to the events? It's not just for members of the parishes or of these particular churches, but it's open to the entire Tobago.
It's open to the entire Tobago. If you're an Anglican at heart, if you're a Christian at heart, you are welcome to join, right? There are the different colors. So if you want to join the St. Peter's, St. John's crew, there is orange. There is the St. Paul's, which is purple. There is St. Barnabas, which is teal. St. Edward's, which is khaki. And St. Mary's, St. Thomas, which is burgundy. Now, I know we are using these parishes as St. John's and St. Peter's, and some persons might be wondering where they are. So, where our churches really start from Goodwood straight up to Charlottesville. So, St. Mary's and St. Thomas is Goodwood, St. Mary's is Pembroke, St. Edward's is Belgarden, St. Barnabas is Roxborough, St. Paul's is in Dallaford, St. John's Speyside, and St. Peter's is in Charlottesville. So once you are part of those villages, you can join the colors, and we are encouraging more persons to come out and persons to wear the colors so that it represents unity. And it encourages the biggest crew rather will actually win a prize. Now that's, we can't say what the prize is, but it encourages persons to come out and support and come in the colors and create that unity among parishes.
Excellent. But I realized that a couple of the parishes down on the western side were left out, like St. Patrick's and that. Is it that they have their own mass that they are doing?
Well, it is a little different. The parish of St. Mary's actually starts from Goodwood to Charlottesville. So the other parishes are invited to join. Yes, they can come out. So they can also choose their colors that they want to join and join the crew as well. So because it's all about building a parish and, creating and unity within us as members of the Anglican Church.
Okay. All right. Excellent. And so you're talking about the dance pass. Tell us about the dance pass. Teams must create a flag. Tell us about that dance pass.
Right. So the dance pass, each church is actually given the opportunity to create out of that team, the team of building a parish, right? And praises, we have that team. And so you have to create your dance pass around that team. And then we also encourage creativity as they use their different flags and they create that flag to, represent and to bring all that fun and camaraderie among the churches.
Right. And finally, you guys said you would be also selling T-shirts that represent the different colors. Is it that you would have the parishes on the different T-shirt, or just a plain particular color? And if persons already have that color T-shirt, they can wear?
Persons already have their colors, but I'm sure if they call, I'm sure we may have 1 or 2 left, right? But each color, each shirt, they will have, like, let's say, for example, in St. Edward's, which is khaki, they will have St. Edward's at the back of the T-shirt and the color khaki.
All right, excellent. And tell me
and there's also the parish logo.
Tell me the significance of this event for the Anglican Church.
Our Unit Social Events Committee started our different events more or less to create fundraising events for the different churches, right? Specifically for St. John's and St. Peter's, Speyside and Charlottesville. And as time goes by, we recognize how important for us to come together among the churches and create some social activities among members. And so we started our event last year. We did a unity service last year, and we are having one again this year. And then we have different events coming up. So there is in July, as I mentioned before, on July 8th, we will be having a brunch with the bishops, the BBB. And that is also another event, fundraising event, yes, but it also comes out from the social event committee.
Excellent. And is there anything else you want to leave with us before we go, as you invite persons to come out on the 8th of June? And what time is it? Remind us of what time it starts.
We are starting at 10, Holy Mass at 10, and then we have a procession after the Holy Mass from 12, which we will be going up to Pirates Boat Yard and coming back down, right? So it gives us the opportunity to showcase and highlight the different churches within the parish, the colors, and we will have music and stuff like that on the road, and you will see us. Right. So basically, we are inviting persons who are from this parish of St. Mary's to really come out, but also we are also encouraging the other parishes to come out and support as well too. So it's a fun day. Lots of games will be involved after our service, right? Lots of eat, and it's also highlighting the different stores within the different churches. So we are just here to have fun and to spend time together with each other.
Excellent. And this is a great networking opportunities across churches. Tell us, what age group is it targeting? Is it a Gen Z, millennial? Who are you really targeting to come out and socialize and have fun?
We are targeting the babies, and then we are also targeting the young at heart. So it goes, there's no age group towards that. There's no limit, all right? And the activities are based on different age groups. So different age groups, we will have different activities. So yes, the seniors as well can come out and participate. We will have something for them as well too.
Excellent. So we could look forward to hearing some of those Anglican hymns and stuff being sung.
Yes, some old hymns, but then they are also our way of trying to bring in some new young vibes as well too. So it's all about coming out. That's why we have dance bars as well too. So it gives us that opportunity to blend the different generations and encourage persons to tell, yes, you may hear Anglican is not alive, but we are trying to bring it back, and you are seeing us out there. So you can follow us on our social media page, the Parish of St. Mary's Facebook page, and you can see all the activities there as well too. And we will be having a live stream as well too.
Excellent. So guys, you can be locked in on Facebook and let people know if they want to call, if they want to be a part of it, what the contact number is, if there is one, or if they should just reach out to you guys via Facebook.
Via Facebook would be great, actually. And so we will be on Facebook as well too, right? We'll be on Facebook and YouTube.
And give the name of the Facebook and YouTube pages again.
The Parish of St. Mary's Tobago Facebook page.
All right. Excellent, guys. You heard it here. So the Anglican Church is bringing the vibes on June the 8th, and they are targeting all ages. We are talking about from babies to the young at heart, and there'll be activities for each and every one available there with their dance pass. We have their mass and a number of other activities. Wear your jersey that represents your parish. Come out, have fun, and you know what? Meet some new people from within the faith. All right, and just use the opportunity to really spread that good vibe, good energy, love. Guys, this is your opportunity to really come out and do something in Tobago. No need to complain that there isn't enough activities, especially for persons within the faith. Guys, that is it for today. Actually, you know, we have come to the end of our session. And as we wind down the end of the show this morning, again, we want to send condolences going out to the Arthur and Allen family. And we want to say rest in peace to Justin Arthur, who came to Tobago for the funeral of his aunt, Teresa Allen Adams, who we laid to rest last Thursday. A life gone too soon, really gone too soon. This is a young man who drowned at the Argyle waterfall yesterday evening in quite unfortunate circumstances. But, you know, from what I know of Justin, he lived a full life. He was quite happy, and he said that when he came back to Tobago on this particular occasion, his soul felt at peace. And that's something that really stood out to me. He said something about the UK, you don't feel the same energy or the same vibe that you get when you come home. And he said that his soul felt at peace when he landed in Tobago. And I think that's all we could really ask for. And I know that they had a great time regardless. So, guys, see you soon next time. And again, only love, good energy, and good vibes going out to the family. Love you.
Tobago Update.